Starting off this morning, we're seeing some clouds, some sunshine there, looking toward Algiers Point. Not a bad morning. We do expect a chance for some showers and storms, though, around here, especially in the afternoon. Our focus, though, is on the tropics still. Take a look at the map. We got plenty of things going on out in the tropics, and honestly, not really one of them is too concerning at this point for us. Now, looking out in the Atlantic, we have 30% chance for this area south of Bermuda. This will not get close to the Gulf of Mexico. Gaston out here is going to be turning off to the northeast. Not a problem for us. The ones we'll focus on are the ones that are closer to home, and especially Invest 99L. Of course, we've been talking about this one for the past week or so, and this morning we're seeing some showers and thunderstorms developing with this system. So if you were just to look at this from the infrared satellite, you'd say it's probably becoming a little bit more developed. Well, the center of circulation, though, is well out here to the west, so we're still not seeing these storms wrapping around that center of circulation. It tells us because these storms are displaced off to the east and the south of the center, it's still dealing with some upper level wind shear right now. So until we see that happening, we know this system is still not very healthy. But one thing is for sure with this system is that it's going to be pushing through the Florida Straits and into the eastern Gulf of Mexico. After that, well, that's where things kind of diverge as far as the models go. We'll look at a couple of reliable models. The European one first takes this wave into the eastern Gulf and then just kind of sends it in there as an open wave, not really developing too much, seeing some moisture increasing in the Gulf of Mexico, and then possibly it gets picked up and goes off toward Florida by Wednesday and Thursday. The GFS model is another pretty reliable model, and this one also takes it south of Florida into the eastern Gulf, and again, it's not really developing it too much, just some moisture again heading toward the northern Gulf Coast, possibly increasing our rain chances by Tuesday and Wednesday. Here's another one. This is our RPM model. It's kind of an in-house model here, and here it is, picking it up here, that little spin heading into tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. Now, regardless of what happens from now until tomorrow evening, this is a key time for this system. Once it enters the eastern Gulf, let's wait and see what it looks like. And maybe at this point it will have a closed low center, and then the models can really mean a lot more. Right now they're just kind of guessing. So this one says movement is going to be to the west by Tuesday and Wednesday. We're seeing the moisture increasing, but still not really developing it into a strong system. This is what the models are saying. There's two possible scenarios right now. It's picking up on more of a westward movement and then more of a movement that would hook it off to the northeast. Why are there two scenarios? Here's why. This is the mid levels and the upper levels. Now, if this system is to develop a little bit faster, it's likely to track to the east toward Florida, because in the upper levels, unless this storm begins to develop and you have those high thunderstorms, it's not going to really be influenced by the upper levels. But if it is, it's likely to find that weakness and move to the northeast toward Florida a little bit faster. A weaker storm is going to follow the low-level winds, which is generally east to west this time of year. So a system that doesn't develop faster is going to gradually just kind of shift and drift to the west and could increase our rain chances by the middle of the week. Now, meanwhile, there's another system here just off the coast that the National Hurricane Center is tracking at a 10% chance for development for a depression or a storm. This one's not likely to develop, but it is going to have impact on our weather for this weekend. We're on the eastern side of it, so that onshore flow is going to give us that chance for some showers and storms by the afternoon. Notice the forecast model here showing that once we get a little bit of daytime heating, we see some showers and thunderstorms developing, and then they kind of dissipate by the evening hours. Same thing for tomorrow. Onshore flow, 40 or 50% chance of rainfall, mainly each afternoon once we heat up a little bit. The rainfall and the cloud cover should keep our temperatures at least into the low 90s. Right now, we're in the low to mid 80s around the area, with winds a little bit breezy east, 10 to 15 miles per hour, with our high getting up to about 89, and the best chance of rain in the afternoon. Here's a 7-day forecast. For this weekend, rain chances elevated. Then they start to go down by the middle of the week. We'll watch Invest 99. If it impacts us, it'll be around Tuesday or Wednesday. But after that, high pressure builds in, rain chances go down heading into next weekend. Temperatures bump up into the mid 90s.